Well, good evening, everybody. It's Chris here from the Whistle Stop Cafe in Mere, Alberta, and we have a very special podcast for you tonight. We're going to have Berta Proud Dad on to talk about some current events, and we're going to talk about a product that both him and I have been using with success, and we want to share it with you so that you have the opportunity to do so as well. Before we get into it, though, I want to talk about something really important. That picker truck makes me look really small. Like, seriously, in the intro, I never really noticed until today, but me standing beside that pickup truck that me and Jessica and Carrie drove to Ottawa, I look like a midget. I'm 5'10". Not, I'm no Michael Jordan, but I'm also no Spud Webb, which means that truck was really, really big. Those are really good times, and it's some great memories. On that note, I just want to point something out that I'm really thankful for. I'm very, very thankful for the events that have unfolded over the last 6 years. And you might be wondering why I would say that. I mean, I had troubles with the government and I went to jail and fines and all these things. But I am very aware of how many awesome people that I have met, how many people I would have never met had it not been for these events that are in my life now. And I'm very blessed for it. And I got to say, I haven't known Lawrence for a long time, but I'm grateful that I've been able to meet a guy like that too, because when you surround yourself with people who are, unapologetic with their opinions and their values, it's a pretty good feeling, and it makes it easier. It makes it easier for me to share my stuff, knowing that I've got people like Lawrence in my corner. So, without any further yapping, I would like to welcome Mr. Berta Proud Dad to I don't even know what my podcast is called. I think it's just called the Chris Sands Carey Show.
Yeah. No, thank you for having me. And I was jamming out to that intro music, and it reminded me I need to get intro music for mine. That was good music. It gets you pumped up before you come on the show. And I've seen you. You've been in the studio. You're not a midget. You're not Michael Jordan. That's correct. And that truck definitely makes you look tiny, for sure.
Yeah, it's a huge, huge truck. That intro music, I got a subscription to, music and images and things like that. I pay for it. They're all licensed. I'll never do it again. And actually, I'm working with a musician to do some custom intro music and outro music, because every time I do a podcast, I have to go in and get the claim on the copyright released and prove that I have a license. Is just a real pain. So if you got someone in your team or you're following that wants to do some music, that's the best way to do it. Have original Berta Dad music.
I think that is probably the best. And you know what? You help out an up and coming at the same time, and I'm all about that, right? Exactly. You can get somebody who's independent with their music, and you can showcase their music, and they can help you out at the same time, and they might make a little bit of money along the way. I love that idea. I'm going to reach out to somebody.
Yeah, it's a win-win. Now, that's kind of a good segue into what I wanted to talk with you about tonight, because the guy who's doing my music, he's been a follower and a supporter of the Whistle Stop Cafe for quite some time. His name is Martin, and he is actually one of my team members with MPG. And he has been using the product that we're going to be talking about tonight, the matured bitter hop extract, and had some amazing, absolutely amazing results. He's going to be in St. Joseph with me in a couple weeks at a seminar about this. And now, you know what? Small world. He's doing my podcast music. So I thought that was pretty
nice.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's super cool. That's awesome. And yeah, I'm excited to talk about it. I was on TikTok the other day, and I was letting people know that I was on this product, and I'll get into my story of everything, like how you approached me and everything else, and talk about that whenever you want. And I was just telling people that, I have some conditions, and I went on this product, and I wasn't going to share it until I knew it worked. Right. And yeah, that's why I'm here. It obviously worked.
Well, let's get right into it. Folks, in December, my very good friend, George Bears, some of you may know him as one of the founders. Him and Roy Bayer founded Taking Back Our Freedoms. He's been very involved and very plugged into the freedom stuff. He was has a lobby group called Alberta Free. Knows many of the same people I do. But anyway, George, super nice guy. He phoned me up one day and he's like, Chris, I got to tell you about this. But first, I want to make sure that you know how grateful I am for what you've done. And he went on, and he praised me for my stand and was so appreciative. And he said, I've watched you go through all this stuff and you've sacrificed a lot. And I want to tell you that I think I have something that's going to help you uh, with your health and make some money because you certainly deserve it. And as I started listening to this, I was immediately my spidey sense went off, and I was like, okay, this is an MLM thing. I've heard this pitch before, and it was, but I let him finish, and I joined him on a Zoom meeting the next day to learn a little bit more about it. And as I was digging into what this product is, it's a matured bitter hop extract. That's all it is, folks. I started to actually do some chat GPT research and look online about it. And turns out it was legit. And then another Zoom happened where one of our mutual friends, who is a very well-known doctor, was on there. And he was talking about how it's legit and it's a real mechanism. And what did he call it? It's a real action mechanism or something like that. And I was like, okay, well, if this is real, I got to try it. So I tried it. And lo and behold, I had some good results. And as I'm realizing how real it is, I'm also realizing that, people that I'm sharing this with are having great results as well. And they're sharing it with people, and it's actually working. So then I started getting excited about it, which is when I reached out to you. And I'm not good with those types of pitches, but apparently it was a good thing that I did.
Yeah. Well, so you were terrible at the pitch. I'm going to say that 100%. But here's the thing, right? So same thing as you came to me. I knew it was MLM. And now, don't get me wrong, as a content creator of my size, I am approached with MLM opportunities daily. That I'm going to be clear about that. Daily, that happens. Join this, join that, join this, join that. And I do give my friends, some of the friends that are doing it, and this is why you got an opportunity to say your pitch, their opportunity to say their pitch. So I don't share this, and this is going to be probably one of the only times I ever share this. I have some medical issues. As many of you know, I celebrated my 5-year sober anniversary yesterday. And now those medical issues were given to me. I did them to myself. I was a cocaine addict. I gave myself what's called cocaine anxiety disorder. But at the time, I've been born with heart complications. I didn't know this until I got sober and we started testing my heart and everything else. It's nothing serious to the point that I'm going to drop dead or anything like that, but it's something we always monitor and constantly monitor. I have a cardiologist I go to all the time. Mm-hmm. But the cocaine anxiety disorder is unbearable. And it is absolutely unbearable to the point where there's days where I can't even do a thing. And I'm trying to do everything. I'm trying to meditate, trying to ground myself, trying to do all the things that I've learned when I went to treatment and dealing with therapists and all this other stuff. So even though your sales pitch sucked, you said the one thing to me that mattered. This can help with anxiety. That was it. And I went to that little seminar. And the guy, he doubled up on it, and somebody asked a question about anxiety, and he said it as well. And I said, well, and I told my wife, and she's like, Lawrence, what are you doing? I was like, listen, because she wasn't in the seminar. I said, if there is something out there that can control, and trust me, they've tried to put me on all the medications, and I hate medications. Anybody who knows me, I hate medications. I said, you know what? If this works, who cares? But I am not, and I told you, Chris, I said, I'm not sharing this if it don't work. So this is going to take however long it takes until I decide to share it. So I started taking it, and there's no taste to it. There's no nothing to it. I put a drop in my coffee and nothing was happening, right? Nothing was happening for like the first week, but that's me. I'm like, what's going on? This is a scam, right? That's literally how my mind's going, because your preconceived notion going into it is this is just a scam. So I'm going into it, and I'm like, whatever. So I doubled up the drops. I did one in the morning and one in the evening. And I waited like a couple weeks, nothing. And I was about to like call you on the phone. I was like, if this doesn't work by the end of the month, I'm done. Like, I'm going to tell them, cancel my shit. I'm over it. I'm done. And then it's like, and I'm going to the gym and I'm doing all this stuff. And then I went like a week and I'm like, I haven't had anxiety in a week. And I just, because my life's busy, things are busy, things are happening. And I'm like, maybe this stuff works. Maybe it doesn't. We'll wait another week. I was like, yeah, no anxiety this week. I'm like, well, I'm not telling Chris yet. Let's just go again. Because I really don't want it, right? Like, I'm like, meh, whatever. This has been 3 months, close to 3 months. And I have, so basically 2 months without anxiety, close to that. And I haven't had anxiety yet. And even tonight, my wife's like, what's your podcast about tonight? I'm like, talking about pHix. And she's like, what's pHix? And she's like, that's the stuff I'm taking about the anxiety. She's like, oh yeah. She's like, how is your anxiety? I'm like, what? I was like, I guess I'm not talking about my anxiety because I don't have anxiety anymore, where it used to be like a daily occurrence. So I'm not here to tell anybody anything. I wanted to make sure that this wasn't a placebo, that wasn't my mind playing tricks on me. It definitely wasn't. And the only way I'll ever share any product is if it worked for me. And if anybody out there who has been through anxiety, cocaine anxiety disorder is the exact same thing as an anxiety disorder. If anybody out there has anxiety, that's what it's doing for me. And it's also helped my appetite. It's helped my, I don't have cravings, and I used to have a lot of cravings. And that right there is definitely something that it's helped with. So those are the two things that I can say that in my testimonial that I definitely don't have an issue with anymore is anxiety and cravings. So that's a good thing. Is Chris still there? Did we lose the live? We might have lost the live, ladies. And am I still live? Maybe I'll just take over. I took over the Chris show. But anyway, if anybody wants to see it, this is all it is. And and by the way, it's just droplets that I put in my coffee every morning, and then my cranberry juice at night before I go to bed. And I haven't put it at nighttime in the past 2 weeks, so I'm back down to 1 drop a day because I didn't want to overdo it, but I still don't have any anxiety. Chris has trusted me with the show. I got to check to see if the show is still up. He might have texted me. My internet just died. I'm trying to get back in. Chris will be back in, ladies and gentlemen. And it sucks because I can't see the comments because I'm in his live in the backstage. I just got to make sure that we're still live. Yeah, we are.
Like, seriously.
Just wait. Time out. Yeah, we are. We're still live. Look at that. I'm watching myself. So while Chris tries to get back in and I can't see the comments, I'm just going to tell you guys straight up. So back in the day, and people, they hate MLM. And you know what? I get it. I understand it. I don't really care what your preconceived notion is about it. I've been a naturopath since I got sober 5 years ago. I hate pharmaceuticals. I hate them. My doctor knows that. My doctor knows that I'm not a big fan of pharmaceuticals. And the thing is I will only share something that works. And if it works for me, maybe it works for you. And that's when Chris, welcome back, Chris, to your own show.
Yeah, thanks.
Appreciate you.
I don't know what happened there. My internet just went completely dead. Like, I just
that's
to my
Mere Alberta for you.
I guess so. Yeah.
Anyway, I was just telling him, like, I don't share anything with anybody unless I know. And I'm not a professional testimonial person. I'm a real dude that has real medical problems that actually wants to fix them through the natural way, because I hate medications. There was a time that the doctor wanted to put me on Ativan. I'm an addict in recovery. If you guys know what Ativan is, it's an addictive substance. And I refused to take it, so I pushed through it. I tried cold water, cold showers, drinking and chugging cold water, so many things. Yeah, it's an MLM company. Yeah, you know what? It is what it is. It works. I'm using it, and that's all I can tell you. It works.
And here's the thing. I've really struggled to get over my disdain of MLM, because I'm sure most people have probably tried it in the past, and some have had some success, some haven't. I would say the most people don't have much success because they don't want to do the work and they just expect it to happen. And that's not how these things work. But now that I've got over 100 people signed up, and
what?
I'm
really?
getting, yeah, man, I'm getting testimonials back from my team, and some of the stuff I'm hearing is life changing. Like I have people who are, they haven't slept properly in 20, 25 years, and now they're sleeping through the night. I have people, George, my sponsor, he didn't sleep through the night. He was getting up to go to the bathroom 3 or 4 times. He doesn't do that anymore. People with the same anxiety issues, well, not the same anxiety issues, but similar. They just don't have them, or they're reduced. Another one of my good friends who helps me out at the Whistle Stop Lots, she's got some anxiety issues, and she used CBD oil to sleep properly, and CBD products, and she's cut that back like quite a bit. So it's real. And now I've got all this information. It's like, okay, I've seen this. I know it's legit. I know it's real. I can't unsee it. Now I have to share it with people. Now I have to be that guy that's like, hey, there's this thing and it's awesome and you should try it. And then, oh, what is it? Well, this is what it is. Is it MLM? Yeah, it is. Oh, I don't want to try that. No, but seriously, people are actually taking control of their health. They're taking back sovereignty over their health by using a plant-based product. And it's always an interesting conversation.
Yeah, so I talked to like my parents and some other people because my mom has some medical issues, and I told her about it. And the thing is, like, whatever you want to say about MLM, go ahead. But this is how I look at it. The people that talk shit about MLM are the same people that talk shit about pharmaceutical companies and use pharmaceutical companies. So I'm like, what are you even talking about? Why wouldn't you even get yourself or even try it? Because the thing is, like, look at my condition, anxiety. If you're a person out here watching this right now, if you've had anxiety, it feels like death. And you want anything in the world to allow that to go away. I'm glad Chris came to me. I'm glad I also pushed back that it was MLM, because it allowed me to go through the process and be stubborn and want it to fail. I wanted it to fail so I can go to Chris and say, dude, what are you doing? But it didn't. So at the end of the day, I'm sitting here with no anxiety, no more food cravings, and there's probably going to be some other benefits that come from this. And as they do, I'll share them. But I'm not going to share this because it's MLM, because I'm a guy that's not taking Ativan today. That's an addictive substance as an addict in recovery. And all I have to do is throw a drop in my drink. I'm down from 2 drops a day now back to 1, and it hasn't made a difference. And it tastes like nothing. And what is the science? Like, there's that other guy that does it really well. But so anybody, it's the vagus nerve. So if anybody with anxiety knows that if you basically trigger your vagus nerve, which in rehab, what they used to do when I had an anxiety attack is they told me to go and crank the shower on cold, and that like shocks your vagus nerve. And it did work. This is way better than cranking the shower on cold. I'll tell you that right now.
For those of you that are asking what this is, it's a matured bitter hop extract. That's it. There's 2 ingredients: matured bitter hop acid extracts and purified water, nothing else. The company that produces this is called Marketplace Global. They have a bunch of other products, many of which I use now just because I was so excited about this stuff. I wanted to try some other stuff, but they're the only ones that make it. If you are interested already, which I can see that a lot of you are, this is what I'll ask you to do. Send Berta Proud Dad a message and ask him to share his link with you, and he will help you with that. If you are here from one of my platforms, send me a message and I will get you the link. Also, for those of you that they're going to want more information about this and a better explanation on how it works, tomorrow night at 8 p.m., I'm doing a Zoom meeting, and I will get anyone who wants to join that a link, and you can listen to the whole thing. You can find out exactly how it works, exactly why it works, what the business side is like, the whole 9 yards, and then you can make a decision from there. But I'm going to talk really quickly about the business side of it. And when I say business,
I just want to tell people to email me. I'm going to put my email in the comments. Because not everybody can message me.
Sure. I want to talk real quick about the business side. So multi-level or affiliate marketing is when the people that are using the products share the products with other people. They sell to other people or sign up other affiliates, and they earn commissions. That's how it works. So rather than spending millions of dollars on a marketing company or an advertising company, the company that produces it pays the people who share it and share their testimonials. That's how it works. And I can tell you, if you want to actually, if this is something you're into and you want to share stuff with people and you want to help them take back control of their health and their wealth, potentially, if they do the work, this does work. I've signed up about 100 people. About 50 of them or so are continuous users, and it does work. I do get paid. I do earn a commission. And so it's a double awesome thing. Number one, people are having great results. They're taking back control of their health in ways that some didn't even know they could. And number two, they're earning some money. And who doesn't want to earn a little bit of money? It's not going in Pfizer's pocket. It's going in our pocket, and we're taking customers away from the pharmaceutical industry, which is fantastic.
Well, that's the thing too, right? Like, so here's a perfect example. I wasn't going to do the business. I wasn't. But the thing is why not? Life is hard. Life is hard for everybody out there. And here's the thing. I'm all about helping the other person, right? Like we discussed talking about the musician at the beginning of the show, helping the musician, getting their word out there, getting their music out there, and making them a little bit of money. Chris is the guy who signed me up. I wouldn't want any other teammate. But the thing is I'm going to be your teammate if you sign up with me, right?
Bingo.
And the thing is you look at the testimonial I just gave you. And then if you're suffering with anxiety issues as well, we're going to be teammates together. And we all can share those testimonials. But this is what I'm telling everybody. I don't want every Tom, Dick, and Harry to say, yeah, I'm going to sign up. If you want to use the product, go ahead, use the product. But if you want to sign up on my team, I want you to be on my team. It's going to be a group effort to make sure that we all succeed together. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. And when people ask me if they can just buy the product, yes, of course you can. However, if you go through the process and you sign up as an affiliate, as a sales rep, you get a wholesale price. And in a couple months, you're saving money. So why wouldn't you do it? And then you're set up so that when you do decide to share it with people, just Joe Blow, whoever likes the fact that maybe you're dealing with a problem that you couldn't deal with before and he wants to try it, well, now you can get paid. And why wouldn't you want to do that? So you can do both ways, but I always recommend to just jump right in.
Yeah. And
it's there. So write down the email. It's bertaprouddad@gmail.com. Very difficult to forget that because it's literally his name at gmail.com. And folks, you know how to get a hold of me either by messenger or email, chris.scott@whistlestoptruckstop.ca. That's me. There was some questions on here. I'm just going to quickly touch on some of them. One of them was, has anyone had an allergic reaction? No. I have a friend who is allergic to hops, and he uses this product, matured bitter hop extract. He uses it, and he's alive and never had a problem. I did a podcast with a doctor named Dr. Kareem Griffith a few weeks ago, and he's a pharmacist, and he's been doing some research into contraindications with other drugs, hasn't found anything, never seen an allergic reaction, nothing like that. And the reason for that is because it's just those two things. It's just the matured bitter hop extract and purified water. So there hasn't been any problems. But of course, if you're super concerned, talk to your doctor.
Well, I'm just going to show people too, because I've done this and my wife thinks it's funny when I do it. Because there's times where I'm in a hurry leaving the house. And that's literally all. You can't see it. It's just a tube, right? Mm-hmm. Like that's all it is. You take one eyedropper, fill her to the top, and that's it. It tastes like nothing. It tastes like absolute nothing. Like that's literally what I do. And if I'm in a hurry, or you put it in your coffee, you put it in whatever. But it's to me, like I said, huge skeptic. I was like, whatever, Chris. And now I can't say whatever, Chris. I got to thank Chris actually, because like I said, if you guys know what anxiety is and you've ever been through anxiety, it is literally like all the walls at once are closing in on you and your life is ending and it's terrible and you can't be productive. You can't be successful. There's so many things. And like I said, it's literally, it's a natural product. I'm not taking pharmaceuticals. And when it comes down to the business end, I'm going to say this again. You hate pharmaceuticals, but you take pharmaceuticals, you give millions to pharmaceuticals, and then you shit on MLM. That's working. That doesn't make any sense to me. And I had to have my own conversation with myself about that.
Yep. Yeah, me too. And now, I've been trying to get in touch with as many people in our circle. And when I mean our circle is very obvious. It's people that believe in the faith, family, freedom thing, right? We disagree with what the governments did in the COVID times. We want freedom. We want prosperity. We want liberties. It's easy to know who's in our tribe, especially considering a lot of us are wearing our opinion on our sleeve, right? And we know. So now I'm like, man, okay, these people have had a really tough time, and I just need to somehow give them this pitch so that they take the plunge and they can have the results that all these other people are having. And it's really interesting. Now,
my friend Chantel's in the comments here.
I saw
my
that.
Friend Chantel. Yeah, she's in there. I didn't know she was on it. So that's awesome that she's on it.
Yeah.
That's wicked. I love that.
There's a fella named Terry Camp. You saw him on that Zoom a while back, but he got into this about, I think it was just about 2 years ago. Right now he has, don't quote me on this, but it's either 67,000 or 87,000 people on his team. That's a lot of people.
Wow.
A lot of people. No, 67,000. There's 87 or 90,000 people total that are using this right now globally, which is a very small number. Anyway, Terry, he sat on this for almost 18 months before pHix came out. It was the product was released. When he saw this, he was like, oh my goodness, this is going to be huge. He started activating his teams. He started sharing it. He makes an insane amount of money right now just building these teams. And if I call Terry and I say, hey, Terry, I've got 5 people that are interested in the product and they would like to have a Zoom presentation where you can explain it. He's like, yeah, Chris, when do you want to do it? I'll do it right now. That's the kind of guy he is. So imagine having 60,000 people on your team and taking time for the new guy from Mirror, Alberta, that's got 5 people that want to talk about this product. That's what a team is. And that's why people like me and people like George and Nikki Rempel, who helped me get into this, that's why we're being successful, is because the people that are above us or in earlier, they want us to build teams. And so they're willing to do the work and help. And it's really, really been working. Really
well. It helps that the product works too, right? Like that's what I've seen with other people who've come to me. So I'm not going to lie. So so there's one other time I did this. I'm not going to say the company. A friend of mine came to me. They said, hey, would you want to do this? And I said, yeah, okay, I'll try it out. Product didn't work. And then I stopped buying the product. The friend called me. They said, hey, you're not buying the product anymore. What's going on? I said, well, I told you when I signed up that if the product didn't work, I wasn't going to share it and I wasn't going to use it. And they were really good about it. They said, okay, yeah, you know what? It's fair enough. And we're still friends. Didn't ruin our friendship or anything, but that's just the type of guy I am. Like I said, I get approached all day, every day about opportunities like this. It's not like I'm going to sit here and bullshit you guys. That would be the stupidest thing I could ever do. And you know, by all means, if this doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. But I'm going to be willing to bet that there's not going to be something that this doesn't change for you. To be honest with you, you know, I see a lot of comments coming in. Does it help with this? Does it help with that? You know, I'm lucky because somebody mentioned anxiety. But if you look at the benefits of you know, what gets fixed when activating your vagus nerve, because that's what this product does, right? Everything I've read, that's what it does. It activates your vagus nerve. And if you, so if you search, which that's what I did, what benefits are from that, and you have one of those conditions, hop on board, try it out, at least try it. And if not, then that's your prerogative. But again, that's exactly what I did. I searched it up. Is he bullshitting me? No, he's not bullshitting me. It's worth a shot.
Do you know how to log into your back office and get your link?
So this is awesome, ladies and gentlemen. I absolutely don't know how to. So this is how like new I am. But Chris, I'm pretty sure you'll probably be able to help me, I'm sure, after this.
Yeah, of course. I was just thinking I should have prepared that with you before, because I want to actually put your link in the comments. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to tinker in the text me your username and password. I'm going to put your link.
I think I did way back in the chat that we had.
Anyway, folks, I'm going to put Lawrence's link in there. So if you come here from Lawrence's platform and you want to be on his team, follow that link, and probably will be me. I'll help you go through that process. I'll put my link in a little bit later. And
that's just my email, right?
Yeah, it's less important to me that which one of us you sign up under, because I want Lawrence to build a big team as well. And by him building a big team, that helps me out tremendously anyway. So I'm happy either way. But I will put the links in the comments shortly. Regarding some of the questions about, does it help with this? Does it help with that? This product, this matured bitter hop extract, it's not about what it does. It's about what it is. What it is a trigger that makes your body do what it was created to do. Your body is designed to deal with inflammation. It is designed to deal with infection. It's designed to deal with all sorts of things. And if your body's doing what it's supposed to do, you will deal with those things. When you activate your vagus nerve is responsible for 1,100 processes in your body. 1,100. It's the gut-brain connection. Some doctors, they call it the second brain because it's that important. So that's when we say it can help with things, it can help with other things. It's not targeting one specific thing. It's a foundational product so that your body does what it's supposed to do. So all those vitamins you take, if your vagus nerve is doing what it's supposed to do and you're in rest and digest, your body will use those vitamins. I hope that makes it clear. That Zoom tomorrow night, for those of you that are interested, is very, very important because Terry Camp, he lays this out perfectly. He's given this presentation thousands of times by now. And by the time you listen to that, you're going to get it. It's going to click for you and you'll be able to share it with others. So
that's the Zoom I went to, right? Yeah. So
that's
if it's the same, I just suggest everybody just go check it out for yourself. That's the one I went to. I signed up immediately afterwards. And the rest is history. I told you my story, and Chris will get my login and everything. He'll put it in there. But like I said, email me if you guys want to be on my team or Chris's team. I don't think it really much matters, to be honest with you. We're all going to work together, and you got Chris and myself who definitely we'll be happy to be team members with you. My biggest thing is I want to hear those testimonials of people, because especially anxiety, man. Because again, like I said, I know what it's like. If somebody comes to me and they're like, Lawrence, you're right. Like, my anxiety is gone. Worth every penny. Worth sharing. Worth people saying that MLM is shit. Worth all of it. Because if somebody else comes and says that they've been helped by it, good enough for me. They didn't have to go take a pill for it. And I appreciate that.
Okay, I'm having trouble logging in, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put the link for that live. No, I'm not, because I don't have that prepared either. I really got to do better with this stuff. I should actually have had it with that QR code up there that I totally forgot is there. For those of you that are asking, please. Oh, hey, Nikki's my friend Nikki Rempel is in the comments there. She had some amazing results, and this is just under 2 years ago, I believe. Nikki, if you correct me if I'm wrong, she got into this business and she got rid of her anxiety. She took control over her menopause symptoms that were pretty tough for her. And in 18 months, she built a business that completely replaced all of her other income to the point where, she's doing okay. And it's because of the way this works. It's because when you have good results and you share it, you build that team organically. And Nikki is a great example of that. And she's fantastic too. Anytime I've had questions, I text Nikki and I ask her, even if it's a dumb question. And of course, when you're new, you've got dumb questions. We all do. It's just the way it is. She answers me immediately and takes the time, even though she's got, I think, 20 or 30,000 people on her team. So it's a great place to be for sure.
So Nikki will be able to help me with my back office then.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's
18 months ago, 18 monts she started, and now she makes more in a month than most do in a year.
Good for her, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And that's the one thing about MLM that I know. So yes, I have a preconceived notion to it, but again, I've seen it happen. So I have friends, okay, different business, different company than this, that are MLM multimillionaires because they put the work in. Thing is, regular people, no PhDs, no master's degrees, high school graduates, regular people. And that's one thing that I've always loved about MLM. But with MLM, you have to have a product that works and a good business structure. That's what I find, right? And the thing is you can be anybody, and as long as you put the work in, because the product works, you will make money. Now, lots of MLM companies, you can be anybody, product doesn't work, so you're not going to make money. And that's why there's this notion about MLMs, right? And that's why, I told you, I'm not sharing this unless it works. And that's why I told my last friend who tried with this with a different company, I'm not sharing it unless it works. It's why I'm sharing this one. It's why I'm here. It's why I believe in it. And to be honest with you, you're talking to a guy who has multiple forms of income, because I have to have multiple forms of income. And people know this. There's people that go out on the weekends and garage sale and then try to flip the items. Life is hard for everybody. And this is a form of investing in yourself. And as long as I'm a big believer, you invest in yourself and the product works, you will make money. And if I'm on your team, I'm gonna do everything I can to support you and get you to make money as well. Why wouldn't I? Right? So there's that aspect to it. But again, I want to circle back to the product working. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm sitting in this chair and talking to you guys tonight.
One of the questions I've got before is like, how is this different from anything else? Like, how is this different from the one that everyone knows, Amway? Amway had some great products. They really did, like fantastic products. But it was just products. It was, laundry soap and some vitamins and things like that. This is different. When you're talking about foundationally changing the way people's health outcomes are affecting their life, that's a big deal. It's such a big deal because part of the reason is, for many of us in the last few years, we have become acutely aware that the pharmaceutical industry and health industry is not quite as interested in our health as we thought. They're interested in selling us things that we can continue to consume, right? Yep. And so we've started to question, what is big pharma? What is healthcare? Why are we giving up our health sovereignty to other people so they can make a profit, and our health outcomes aren't great? So because of that, the natural health industry, the nutraceutical industry, is expected to triple by 2030. Triple. That's huge. Yep. It's like $6 trillion or something right now, and it's expected to triple. So there's a lot of room here. Another thing is, the market is not even close to being not even saturated, but it's barely even peppered. 87,000 people across Canada, the United States, Mexico, and Australia. That's like hardly anyone. This is ground floor stuff. So if you are interested in building something, now is definitely the time to do it. You could be that Nikki Rempel, or you could be that Terry Camp in 18 months from now, and sovereign control over your health and wealth. What more could you ask for?
100%. I agree.
So Ian asks, how long has this product been out for? Just under 2 years, I believe. That's it. Just under 2 years. And Marketplace Global, they have an interesting business plan. They want products like this that are life-changing, that really work and can build testimonials so that people will share it. The next product that's coming out is called Vericel. And from what I've heard, it is along the same lines as this. It is incredible. The testimonials that I've seen online so far from the trials are almost unbelievable. And in 2 weeks, I'm going to be in St. Joseph in the United States at a conference talking about these things. And then once I get back, I'm going to be able to share exactly what this is and get some folks with it. So my point is, they always want to have something fresh, something life-changing that people get excited about, so that the teams that are helping people take sovereign control of their health have something new that they can offer people. And that's what this is. So yeah, 24 months, and this product has absolutely changed lives, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, and you develop a trust with a company too, right? When you take a product that works, and then they come out with another one, you're going to buy the other one, because it's brand loyalty is what that turns into, right? Like, I have brand loyalty with my hoodies and sweatshirts. There's people that literally every new product that comes out, they buy, because they're loyal to the brand and they're loyal to what I'm doing. It'll be no different, because this has helped me so much that when something comes out, I will try that. So it's just one of those things where I'm encouraging people to try it. And, what do you have to lose, really?
Yeah. is this this is, hey, Ian actually, we worked together for a bit in the oil patch when I had some boilers. Hey, Ian, he asks, is it a binary? Yes, it is. The interesting thing with this, and when he says, is it a binary? What it means is that when you sign someone up, you put them on either your right side or your left side. And Terry will explain this much better in the Zoom tomorrow at 8 p.m. But as you balance that out and you have sales on both sides, if you have $100 in sales on this side and $100 in sales on that side, you get between 10 and 20 bucks depending on what your thing is. But there's more to it. For everyone you sign up personally, you earn a commission on that level. It's called check match. So when Lawrence earns and makes some commissions, I get a portion of that, like not from him, but they also pay me. And down and down and down, 7 levels deep. That's what makes this particular affiliate structure so great that other people from other network marketing companies are coming here because of that check match. So Lawrence could sign up someone. Okay, I sign up Lawrence, that's level 1. He signs up someone level 2. They sign up level 3. They sign up level 4. Another one signs up level 5, 6, and 7. 7 levels deep, I earn a commission on what everything that the team sells all the way down. Plus, I earn from the right and left side forever. So that is some serious opportunity, and that check match is what is what really makes the difference.
Yeah, and I'm learning now too, right? So I don't even know like how all of that stuff works, and now I'm learning, right? So this is the part of being new. Like I said, I gave it all the time to make sure it works, and now I'm learning right now of how this compensation actually works. Because for me, it wasn't about the compensation. But at the end of the day, now that it's helped me, absolutely, it's about both at this point. It's about number one, the product working. Number 2, yes, you can generate an income and earn an income right now on this. And why wouldn't you with a testimonial like I gave tonight, right? So that's what I'm looking like. And people out there that are asking themselves, just if you're trying to second guess yourself, you're doing exactly what I did. If you're asking, are these guys bullshitting? You're doing exactly what I did. And the only person that's going to have the answer for that is going to be you when you try it. That's exactly it. So just try it. That's all you can do. Nobody can speak for you, and nobody has your lived experiences. But I can tell you it's better than taking pharmaceuticals. And I think everybody in our circles and who follows us understands what we say when we say that.
Here's the interesting thing. There's more questions about what it does. Some people might not even notice anything. But when I did the podcast with Dr. Kareem Griffith, who is a pharmacist, he's a sales rep as well, he mentioned that when you trigger your vagus, here's the process. You take the bitter hops acid extract. In your mouth, your throat, your stomach, and your gut, you have bitter receptors. Those bitter receptors are designed to protect your body if you're poisoned. Poison is bitter. So when those bitter receptors are activated by something, they trigger your vagus nerve to do things. It actually triggers your body to start burning visceral fat, which is very dangerous to your health. You don't want visceral fat. So when it triggers your body to burn it, that's a good thing. Then your body figures out, okay, I haven't been poisoned, and it goes into a state called rest and digest. You are no longer in fight or flight. You're in rest and digest, and your body can start to do the things it's supposed to do. You have lymphatic draining. You have inflammation. Your body deals with inflammation. You digest your food properly. Some people, this is a funny thing to say, but some people, they don't poop properly. They start taking this, and all of a sudden they're pooping properly because their digestion is working again, right? So some people...
Never had that problem. Just saying.
I usually don't have that problem. Some people don't see anything externally obvious, but something is happening in your body. It really is. And it might be like, okay, you're going to put your body into a state where you can deal with sickness and you can deal with disease before you ever have a symptom. That's the key to this. But we live in a world where we want to see results. We want fast things, fast food, whatever. So some people just forget about it if they don't see any results. Others keep taking it, knowing that it's doing something. He even recommends, like, if you're starting new, he says that in the States, a lot of people will get blood work done, and then they kind of track as they go, and they'll see the changes. They might not feel anything, but they see the changes, and they know that the health outcomes are going to be better when they have problems.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Rita in the chat said, so taking it in the AM better than night. I took it in the AM every time when I started. And then when I got stubborn because it wasn't working, I took it in the evening, in the morning, in the evening. And then I doubled it up again today because I took one for you guys just now, but I'm only taking 1 drop a day now again, because I think honestly, all it was me getting impatient. And I started doubling it up. I don't think that's what triggered things to change, because I'm back to 1 drop a day and everything is fine and the same. And I do mine in the morning. I literally put it in my coffee.
Yeah,
This is right next to the coffee pot.
Mine too. Mine's right above my coffee pot. I do my serving of pHix in a glass of the Passion Punch greens, which I love. 40 superfoods packed in a powder that you can put in any drink, and it's one of those just magic things that are good for you. And I take fulvic acid. Those 3 things, take it every morning. Generally, I can skip breakfast because I'm taking those greens. It's quite filling. I don't, because I love food and I can't stop eating English muffins soaked with butter and honey. But I could skip a meal if I wanted to. And then in the evening, I take it twice. I do 2 servings a day just because I don't mind spending the extra to do it.
Yeah,
and I do.
I do a dropper full.
Up to everyone.
Somebody asked, I do a dropper full, so I just literally fill it up, and then it goes up to the little line at the top and put it in. That's it.
Yeah, it's literally all a serving is 1.2 mils. And you know what?
Yeah.
Some people give this to their pets. They give it to horses. The vagus nerve works in anything with a vagus nerve. And interestingly enough, when they did some trials with this stuff back in the 50s, not with pHix, but specifically with matured bitter hop acid extracts. It was too expensive to produce it back then, so it never got on the market until recently, when they could do it for a reasonable price. Anyway, they did testing on animals, and they saw the results, positive results in animals. And I hate to say this part because I love animals, but they know it's not a placebo effect because they did the test, and then they severed the vagus nerve and did the test, and they knew that it was legit because one animal had it working, one animal didn't, and the results were obviously wildly different. So it's there is a lot of science behind it. I've shared white papers, and I did some articles myself about it just because I wanted to disprove it as well. I'm the guy, when I did events at the Whistle Stop, I let vendors come and set up for free to sell whatever they want. And I was like, nope, no MLM. I can't stand MLM, so I would not let them come. And now I'm like, oh, I kind of feel like a bit of a dick for doing that. But here we are.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, I've been seeing some comments here, like, at the end of the day, like, nobody is forcing you. I'm going to be clear about that. It's just like when people talk shit about my hoodies that I sell, right? Nobody is absolutely forcing you to do this. And nobody forced me to do this. And I did it, and it works. Chris did it. It works. There's tons of people in here tonight that have commented, and it works. The people that are like talking shit because we're trying to share something, well, that's just normal for us. Chris and I are used to that. That's just like, it's like, if they're not talking shit about us sharing this, they're talking shit about us on tour speaking about independence, or they're talking shit about us selling hoodies, or they're talking shit about us just to talk shit. So just letting everybody know
every now and then.
Yeah, exactly. Just letting everybody know it's up to you what you want to do. If you want to do it, great. If you don't. At the end of the day, it worked for me. It worked for Chris. Worked for tons of people in here. I think we have a little bit of credibility here now in this little chat that we had.
Here's something you should remember, folks. He mentions that nobody's forcing you. That's right. Nobody's forcing you. You choose what you do with this health product. I am old enough that I remember a time when government and society was trying to force people to take a medical intervention that they didn't want. And you can say, oh, they weren't forced. Yes, they were. It was a choice of participate in society, keep your job, or choose not to do that medical intervention and lose your job, and you're a pariah in society. It wasn't a choice. People were forced. And look at the outcome, right? They had to force that product because the product didn't work. This product works. Nobody needs to force you. The information is out there. If you feel so inclined to try it, try it. I don't know
Yeah.
that anybody's been disappointed other than people that might not have seen results immediately and feel like they wanted to spend that money on like more Starbucks frappes or something. I don't know.
That's a good point though. I will be telling everybody, stick it out. because I was that guy, right? Like, this ain't happening. Like, I was gonna call you. Like, this ain't happening. This ain't happening. Like, this is bullshit. And then I stuck it out. And guess what? I'm glad I did. And that's usually what happens, right? Is people don't wait long enough. It's just like weight loss. I attribute it to weight loss. People don't actually put themselves through the gauntlet until they start seeing results and then stick with it. And now I'm hooked. I'm hooked on it because I don't have anxiety, and well, that just makes me better at everything in my life.
When you're healthy, you can focus on other things. If you're not healthy, there really isn't anything else you can focus on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those two things, health and wealth.
Correct.
If one's missing, you hardly think about the other one. If you're super poor, you're not really thinking about your health outcomes. You're probably making choices and eating things that aren't particularly good for your health. But this is a way that you put a little bit of work in, and you can do both. And how amazing is that?
Like, look at the testimonials coming in here. Like, and again, like, this is the first time I've ever done a live with you on this. And you had told me some of the people on your team, like what they have gone through. But all I had was just what you said to me about how it benefited you, and then my living experience. And then now it's like, it's basically sealing the deal for me, because I got my lived experience, what you told me, and you and I are friends, so I trust you. But then everybody else in here are saying they've been on it for 2 days, they've been on it for 2 weeks, they've been on it for 2 months, and the benefits that they had. Like, at the end of the day, you can hate all day about this, you could talk shit about me for sharing this all day, but look at all the people that are benefiting. I don't care if this helps one person. If this helps one person, I'm good.
Exactly. That is really what it's all about. And that's why people like Lawrence and people like me, although not so much me, Lawrence is doing a lot more of it. That's why we take time to do videos like this and podcasts and reels and all of those things and TikToks, and give you some information that we feel is relevant to your life that you need to know to make better decisions going forward. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to help people. And it is great if we can earn some money while we're helping people. I still don't understand why people are so inclined to crap on people that are being entrepreneurs while helping people. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, especially in a world where we've been witnessing people literally abuse the shit out of billions of people to make a buck, and they just get a pass. It's
because you're supposed to be the cog in the wheel, Chris. We're supposed to be the cog in the wheel. We're supposed to be in the machine, and when we start trying to get out of the machine, they don't like that, because they're afraid that you're going to have a better life than them. Well, it's not about a better life. Like, money, okay, like, money is money, but health is something else. Because you can have all the money in the world, but if you're not healthy, it doesn't mean anything. So this is why this is working for me. And if it does generate income, great. If the naysayers want to stay cogs in the wheel, stay cogs in the wheel, because we need you too. We need cogs in the wheel. I just refuse to be that cog in a wheel.
Exactly. Yeah. I squeak too much.
Although we are going to do that video, only the people in the live will know that video. But that video where I come up to, because all the comments I get a job, and I'm going to go up to the Whistle Stop Cafe, and I'm going to start serving food to people and saying, thank God Chris from the Whistle Stop gave me a job. I can't wait to do that video.
I think it's going to be a busy day, the day you come up to do that. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's let everybody know I'm coming up, so it's full, and let's really run me off my ass. I'll bring my producer, we'll take all shots of it, and then every time somebody's get a real job, I'll have really good footage of me working at the Whistle Stop.
Have you ever waitressed before?
No.
Oh, you're in for a treat. You are.
You know what though? It is such a thankless job, isn't it? And I always try to make sure it can be. Yeah. Trust me, today I took my daughter out and her husband for lunch, and the waitress, it was really busy in Montana's. But the thing is I recognize that it was busy, right? So you automatically know it's going to take the wait staff a little longer. Other people don't recognize it's busy. So they're shitting on the waitress and stuff like that. So that's what I mean about thankless job. Like some people just don't get that part of it. I know if the service is bad and there's 3 tables, okay, there's an issue. Service is bad and there's 30 tables, I get it.
Yeah. We'll wait till it's summer so we have the patio and the dining room full, and then you can experience the real chaos.
These people, we're going to put a big sign up, mandatory 45% gratuity that day.
Yeah. I chuckle when I go in restaurants to this day and I see that sign, tables over 6, mandatory 18%. I'm like, oh, you guys are dumb, but whatever.
Yeah.
People are really good usually, the majority of people in the hospitality industry, as long as you try and give them a good experience, good service, they are more than willing to tip. And people generally, they tip pretty well, even though it's expensive to go out and eat. And we don't have all that much disposable money collectively as a society these days. People are they're pretty good. So yeah, it's a great feeling. There is the odd one that, tips 10 cents on a $400 bill, but that's pretty few and far between.
That's douchey. That's so bad. Like that's what's going to happen to me when we announce it. We're going to have the haters will show up to the whistle stop and they'll be tipping me 10 cents, but that's okay. I'm still going to give them the best quality Berta Proud waitress service I can.
There you go. And they'll love it.
Yeah.
Well, we are just about up to an hour. I've just been kind of scrolling through the for the comments, and there's not a pile of questions that we haven't addressed already. They're very overwhelmingly positive comments. I really think that you're going to have a few people on your team after today, and I'm going to have a few more added to mine. And I got to say, I'm getting more and more excited about this all the time. I just found out some people that my sponsor George has brought onto his team, which is also my team in a roundabout way. Some kind of actors, like fairly big names that you would know. There's
That's
people
cool.
in the Trump administration that are trying this. And I think when some of this information comes out, it's going to be like, everyone's going to be wondering how did we miss this? Why are we not doing this right now? And it's going to start changing a lot of people's lives. And those people who are doing the work and building and sharing, they're going to be, they're going to do quite well. I'm 100% sure of it.
Yeah,
especially
for sure.
with the new product.
Well, so it's a race to join my team then. So wherever that link is that Chris put up, Chris is going to train me on the back end, going to train me to be a good coach. I'm not there yet, but if you want to be on the Berta Proud Dad team, Chris will put that link up, and or you can email me, bertaprouddad@gmail.com. And it's a race to see who's going to be on the team first. And let's do it together. That's how, and I just want to hear what benefits you guys get from it. I'll probably start my own private group for everybody that's on my team, Facebook idea. Group. And we all can chat and talk. And if you guys even want to have me out to speak or in one of your events, because lots of your friends follow me or whatever, I'm down for it. I want you guys to, one, get the health benefits from it, and the income will follow. That's how this works. I'm not pushing you on the business until you figure out how this has helped your health first. That's how I'm going to run my team.
Exactly. I saw one of the guys on George and I's team. He said, I heard about this and I started sharing it right away, like immediately. I hadn't even tried it yet, and I was telling people, and someone asked him, well, how could you share it when you didn't try it yet and you didn't know what it works? And he's like, well, I know all these other people that it worked. Like, well, why would I wait? I mean, if this is doing it for them, I want to share this with other people. And that was his attitude. That was kind of my attitude in the beginning too. And I'm glad I did, because it's working.
Yeah, for sure, buddy.
Anyway, I think we pretty much got the questions answered. I'm going to very quickly get the link for the Zoom that's going to be tomorrow, because I got it right here.
Yeah, send that to me too. I might go in there just to refresh my memory if I don't know what I have going on tomorrow, but I'll try to be in there. So if any of the people that are going to join my team are going to be in there, if here's the thing, if people join up to me tonight, I will 100% be in that Zoom with them tomorrow.
Oh,
there it is.
YouTube rejected my link. Interesting.
Of course they did. But
Facebook didn't. Here it is. So tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, that's Alberta time, folks, join us for a Zoom meeting talking about all of this with someone who is much more well versed in it than I am. All your questions can get answered. And I would encourage you, especially if you're interested in joining Lawrence's team, don't wait. Do it now, because this guy is going to build something and you have an opportunity to be part of it. And I hope you understand how much of a blessing that could be. So
I got 4 emails in my email right now, people looking for sign up links. So
beautiful.
When we're done here, if you can send me that link, I would really appreciate it. And everybody in here, bertaprouddad@gmail.com is just email me. And I'll be sending out links tonight to everybody.
Right on. Okay, then I think we should wrap this up. I know people are really itching for the stumpy outro that I built by myself, by the way. All these videos,
Can't wait to see
I did
it.
all this stuff myself, and I'm a computer nerd, but I'm not that kind of nerd. So I hope you appreciate the amateurness of it. But yeah, we'll wrap it up and we'll stay on for a few minutes, Lawrence. I can actually share a screen and show you exactly what to do and at least get you started.
Awesome, buddy. Thanks, buddy.
And folks, anyone that's signing up on my team, I will also do that for you. If you need some help with signing up with Lawrence, I'm more than willing to help. And Lawrence has my phone number. He can share it with you, and I'm happy to talk with you whenever you need me. Mostly, I'm pretty busy, but I really try to answer the phone. So thank you very much, Berta Proud Dad, for joining me. Thank you for trusting me and trying this out. And I'm super happy that it's made it such an impact in your life. And I'm excited to see.
Thanks for sharing it, man. Because without you sharing it, I would still be pulling my hair out from anxiety. So thank you.
There we go. Okay, folks, have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow, 8:00 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. campzoom.live. Click the link, follow the instructions, and join us for some awesome information. Have a great night, folks. Where's the button again? Somewhere here. There we go.